ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hello, this is James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday, the 30th of November. Well, I've just one edition today because of a travel schedule today, but I think the forecast is pretty clear-cut for the weekend ahead. Let's go right to some Skycam shots. These taken early Friday morning, coming from the ABC 3340 Skycam network down below the lights of the city of Gadsden. Clear and cold. We got a freeze for the valleys. The ridges are closer to 40 this morning. Here's a look at traffic out there on U.S. Highway 280. Coming from the Skycam on top of the Wingate Inn. And as we often say, wouldn't it be nice if it always looked like that out there? Not many folks out at 5 o'clock in the morning. And finally, from Jasper, the Christmas lights looking good on the courthouse square. Let's go right to the water vapor satellite shot, and everything beginning to unfold as expected. The upper level low that is off to the southwest of San Diego is being picked up by that trough coming into the northwest, and that will be moving out across the nation's heartland. A formidable winter storm ahead from Kansas and Nebraska up to Wisconsin and Minnesota. Some folks up there could get slammed with snow and ice, and that will be dragging a cold front, bringing some rain down here as the weekend wraps up. And look at the temperatures. Wow, I see some 40 below zero observations over northern Manitoba. And this is still November. Yikes. Some readings up there on the Canadian border as cold as 10 below zero. And around here, we've got readings near freezing this morning, but we'll warm up nicely today. We'll be up in the 60s, and the same thing tomorrow. There's the QPF map, the expected rain across the country through Tuesday evening of next week. And again, this is suggesting about 1/2 inch of rain, and that would be Sunday evening and Sunday night with a cold front. And again, look at the heavy rain out there in Arizona, 4.5 inches. Most rain we've talked about for our radio affiliate out there in a long time. Here's the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, valid at noon today. Pretty interesting there. A whopper of a polar vortex over Canada, a subtropical ridge over the Gulf of Mexico, in between the jet stream and a storm that's off to the west of Baja that'll be coming through that flow. And again, that's what's going to set up the big snowstorm for those folks up there. At the surface today, we'll have a beautiful day. Again, we should reach the 60s. And off to the west, rain begins over Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of the Texas Panhandle. Tomorrow, look at the lee low there on the lee of the Rockies, 992 millibars. Big snows likely in advance of that. Parts of Wyoming and the Dakotas. We'll go to Sunday. Here comes the trough out across the plain states, and at the surface, the low on Sunday is near Detroit. There could be enough moisture for a shower Sunday afternoon, but the primary front will be coming through here Sunday night. There's a look at midnight Sunday night, and that looks relatively wet. Maybe some thunderstorms. We don't expect any severe weather, and again, because of the fast-moving nature of that, rainfall should be only about 1/2 inch, and by Monday, it's out of here. I think we can just drop any mention of rain on Monday. It's going to be windy and colder with temperatures kind of settling into the 40s because that is very cold air north of us. And the models will probably underestimate the surface chill. Tuesday of next week, dry and cool. Same deal on Wednesday. Notice that little clipper that's up there near Cleveland. And boy, another shot of cold air comes in behind that thing, and that's suggesting maybe a few showers Wednesday down into eastern Tennessee. But nothing here because the air is so dry. And then Thursday, we'll have a reinforcing surge of colder air. That looks like it turns colder Thursday, but dry. Week from today, this is the 7th, dry and cool. Saturday the 8th, well, by golly, the GFS has been advertising a pretty significant shortwave with a big rain event on that date. Well, now it's changing its tune. This is why we call this voodoo country. It's got the trough way back over the southwest United States instead of rolling through here. And at the surface, accordingly, it's pretty much dry. And really, you have to wait 2 more days until the 10th. And what the model does now, it keeps that mean southwestern trough, and it shoots out these impulses from that thing. And one impulse coming out, showing up there with a chance of showers on the 10th, but probably not a major rain event. A couple of days later on the 12th, you can see clearly the mean trough is out west with a warm ridge over South Florida. But that southwest flow aloft could mean some decent rain in there. And again, look at the cold air. That's a 1,044 millibar high dropping out of Canada. It looks so cold for much of the country, and we're kind of in that clashing zone between the tropical air and the polar air, and just maybe we'll get some decent rain in there. And at the end of the cycle on the 15th, it's the same deal. If anything, the trough is retrograding just a bit over California, and we've still got that southwest flow aloft here. So just maybe we'll get some decent rain in here, but the confidence in these solutions not all that good because of model inconsistencies beyond 7 days. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video will be Saturday. Brian Peters will have that. I'll have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. My next one will be here by 7 o'clock Monday morning. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless.